Hello all. So, a lot of people can't stand government on the left or on the right or in the middle because of the corruption factor. It's so serious. The original founders are at fault because they were looking out after the wealthy, and then the wealthy promised them that they would look out after the founders. And the ongoing congressional bodies will also get their payout. So each country has the same problem, that their governments were made corrupt so that corruption would feed them money. And that's all that counts, is that they get a continuous flow of money with the least amount of bitching and moaning from the public. When the bitching and moaning get at a certain level, then the corruptors will start doing something. The least they have to, but they'll start doing something. But why don't we set up a government that has three parts that don't work with the other parts, that make sure that the government actually works? What a concept. But that's never going to happen in my time. So let's go up this way and get the video started. For years, I've been complaining about how corrupt each government is. And let's just talk about the one we have now here in the U.S. Trump has rolled back over 100 environmental and public health safety protections for the public. Now, what does that mean to you? Does that mean that if you drink bad water and you get real sick and have cancer, that you don't care about that because you made money or something? You know, all these rollbacks, over 100, is all about money, not your safety. Since when does a government take away safety? When it's corrupt. And you have to protect things that fall in your protection area, such as forests, wetlands, oceans, shorelines, all that has to be protected. Because if you just let the humans go at it, it won't be there for long. Trump has pushed hard to allow timber companies to operate freely in federal-owned forest, including the expediting of permits to allow for timber road building. He has allowed 193 million acres in the U.S. more logging and road building. Old-growth forests play such an important role in cleaning the water and the air and keeping our soil in good shape for the future. Trump is allowing more and more timber harvesting of old growth. But back in 1999, more than 1.6 million people said no to road building in the Tongass National Forest. But yet Trump's ignoring all that because he hasn't allowed any comments on this subject to begin with. So we have to go all the way back to 1999 to find out what the public thought. The Arctic is another place that all governments have to protect because it's so important because of sea level rise and the disruption in the cooler weather during the winter, such as here in California, where now winter seems to be more like summer, at least until 12:45, and then it starts to cool back down, 12:45 p.m. in the afternoon. The Arctic is getting hotter and greener faster than expected. The Arctic is getting greener faster than anybody in the scientific world thought would happen. Human-caused global climate warming is transforming the Arctic into something unrecognizable from year to year. From 2019 to 2020 was the second year in the last century with temperatures 1.9 C or 3.42 degrees F warmer than the 1981 to 2010 average. The Arctic is greening up and becoming more and more industrialized by the day, when governments should be protecting these areas, especially the oceans and the Arctic, because the whales come up there in the summer to feed, and they scrape all the bottom gravel to get the food out of it. And if it's full of oil and chemicals, what do you think that's going to do to them? But apparently we must not think too much of it because we're allowing this guy in the White House to absolutely destroy our environment. 100 plus rollbacks. Unfortunately, corruption is built into the system. The incoming U.S. President Biden is going to be the one that was part of the administration that started 7 wars. Now, Obama wanted to stop old growth cutting altogether throughout the U.S., but of course, that didn't happen. The corruption we're seeing now with Trump trying to get everybody to annul the election and make it just automatically assign him the president, though he's finding out that in this democracy, that's not happening yet. I hope it doesn't. Hopefully people will pay attention and hold people in check, because nobody else is. It's got to be us that holds them in check. I definitely do appreciate the last comments, the ups, the downs, the new subscribers, the unsubscribed. All of you guys are fine, however you want to say your piece. So, on another beautiful, sunny, warm California day, winter still isn't here.